I usually ask these to every musician. Yeah, well, here's what I want. Now, the questions have to do with the worst gig and best gig or performance you ever had.
Okay.
Here's kind of a like I'm gonna do the best gig first, just for
Okay.
fun. Uh, I remember I asked Badisha this, and it was her answer was kind of like one time in one part of a song I didn't like the way I performed it. Like that was basically it. And like I'm used to from a Western music playing bars perspective. Like we showed up at the gig and the sound man wasn't there because he got put in jail because he pulled a gun on somebody, and they didn't pay us, and our car broke down. Not
Yeah.
one part of 5 seconds of the program. I didn't think I sang too well. So it might be. I don't know what it might be for you, but that would be the worst one. But can you tell me about your best one first?
Yeah. I would say my best one was going up to Blissfest with
Uh,
Sumkali. And I can't say that I've ever had an experience like that, being able to go out into the wilderness up north and just experience live music with a whole bunch of people who are just there for the live music and sitting out there and listening and just taking in the atmosphere was fantastic. To be able to perform there on top of that was a bonus. I would have just gone to Blissfest just to go to Blissfest. Um, yeah, I really hope we can do that again sometime.
yeah, that was cool, and it's always nice. Like be like in Michigan, like I growing up, I went to music festivals in the summer, like since I was like probably 17, and like I brought my sons to the outdoor festivals growing up, all sorts of bluegrass festivals, the
Hmm.
Bliss Fest, Hiawatha, stuff like that. But it's just nice, and especially up north Michigan in the
Yeah.
summertime, right? And everybody's just in a good mood because it's so beautiful out. Hiawatha is probably my favorite, so that's like Bliss Fest, but a few hours north.
Sure.
You did Hiawatha with us, didn't you?
Yep, I did Hiawatha
Yeah.
too. I'd say that's probably a close second, if anything.
Yeah, I think one of the things is because I'm so much older. I'm not so much, but I'm a little older than you. It's like by the time we got to those festivals, like um, just having shade, what made the difference? Like Hiawatha has a lot of shade, and
Sure.
I'm old and I get tired when I'm in the sun all day long, especially being a ginger. Uh, it can get so that's one thing I like about Hiawatha. It's comfortable. We played festivals where we're just in the sun, baking in like dust, like
Mm.
gravel, park camping in gravel. But okay, that was the best. What about the worst?
Mm.
If you haven't, you might not have. Maybe they're all great.
I don't know. I guess I have to think about it. Um, I don't know. Can I just do another best one that's like
Yeah,
a really high
absolutely.
contender? Um, you were there for this too.
Oh
We
wow, I'm
we had
honored.
like a really cool performance on November 29th of 20, 2018 at the Arc in Ann Arbor. And it was a wonderful performance. And right at the end of it, I ended up surprising my girlfriend at the time to come up on stage, and I proposed to her on stage. So we got engaged there. So that is one memory that will never go away. It's one of the fondest memories I have.
Yeah, excellent. That's a nice memory to have there. Yeah, and that was a good gig to have it. You're the
Yeah.
second person I played with who at a gig they proposed.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, one was my bass player Jeff,
Nice.
a good friend of mine. Yeah, he's my hiking partner now. When it's nice out, we'll go hike in the woods, keeping socially distanced.
Yeah.
Um, uh, yeah, cool. Good. Two positive gig stories.
Yeah.
Um, can you tell me if you have a favorite or one of your favorite pieces to perform?
Mm, my one of my favorite pieces to perform. I'd say if there's anything that's high tempo, fast, lots of people involved, and So like whenever we play our T songs, our
Yeah, the T sounds are all
Sumkali
T's.
songs, the songs start with a T. Uh, Takadi, Tilana, Todi, Todalicious, Trust. Those are always so much fun. Not just because there's just the energy there, but like sometimes I get to take a step back and just take it all in while I'm on stage and just feel the energy of everybody else playing and
Yeah.
listen to what they're doing. Um, and that just, I mean, maybe that's selfish, but I have to take advantage of those times and just enjoy that experience that I'd never get anywhere else. It's not like I can go to a performance of um, and like Lincoln Park or something and just go and stand behind the drummer and just
Yeah.
feel how it
Yep.
feels.
Yeah, that's one thing about like the thing that got me into jam bands, and which relates to indie music. I think the improvisation factor is, yeah, those moments where sometimes you're the show. You know, Talana, you're the guy.
Yeah.
I step back on that one. I mean, I still got to keep the rhythm with you, but you're doing the tough work. But yeah, the other ones, it's nice to have your moment in the song when you solo, but it's also so fun for me to, when somebody else is soloing, to just create to elevate them, to
Yeah.
create a canvas for them to paint on.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you sit back and you just enjoy it because you're doing something technically easy, just pushing the tune along, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's fun for sure. Yeah, the T tunes were all the cool ones, the high energy ones where we kind of stretched out and jam. Those could be
Oh yeah.
10, 15, 20 minutes long. We could do a whole set of the T tunes for
Oh
2 hours, right? For
yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
Um, okay, just a few more questions. You got a little more time, Anoop? We're good.
Yeah, should be
Okay,
good for
we
me.
won't be too long. I'm just kind of curious. I always ask everybody this too. Like we talked about your music and then your career, but I'm curious what other things you like to do. Probably spend time with your wife, right?
Yep.
That's without we don't need to say that one. We got it. We know you do that. But just some things you like to do, in general, hobbies or interests. Maybe you collect stamps.
No, no, nothing in terms of stamp collection. One of my uh, one of my favorite things to do during this past year or so has been learning how to cook better in the kitchen here at home.
Ah,
I can definitely say that I learned a lot from my wife. She has way more ideas about foods to cook and creative ways to put meals together. So I've learned how to improve my basics and be a good sous chef in the kitchen.
nice.
Um, we've just kind of spent a lot more time at home and haven't been going out to eat as much. So one of the really cool things that we just cooked yesterday actually was a South Indian dish called a dosa. So it just involved it's kind of like a savory pancake. You make a lot of batter overnight and you let it ferment. So you cooked it up and made a chutney that's like a based on coconut and cilantro and green chilies, and made some potato and onion based stuffing to go with the dosa. Is beautiful. I can't believe that I pulled it off. It's something that I grew up eating from my parents making it for me or my grandparents, but
Right. Yeah.
somehow we just made it ourselves at home, and it was a life changer.
And you waited to do that till you moved down there.
I did.
And now you can't make it for us. All right. Great.
I'll
Well,
come
all right.
down here and I'll make it for you.
You can mail me some or something.
All right.
I have my friend Jeff. I was talking about. He's from Louisville. No, not Louisville. Louisiana.
Ah,
And he orders like food from this Cajun restaurant down there, and they ship it to him up north.
nice.
So he says it's pretty pricey, but once in a while he just has to do it. Yeah. All right. Cool. We'll chat just for real quick after I do this outro, but I just want to do my outro.
Sure.
All right. Well, thanks again, Anoop, for joining me. It was awesome to talk about and catch up a little bit and talk about both of our love of music. I really appreciate it. And go blue.
Go blue. Thank you, Dan, for having
Yep.
me on. Appreciate it.